Hi Queens, this client has already been shampooed. So what we're going to do, we're going to do her a braid down after I blow her out. But because she has hair in the front, which most clients don't have hair in the front, I'm going to go ahead and have her corn rolled down using our regular corn roll pattern and the beehive in the back. And we're going to braid her down loosely and not tight because we don't want a lot of tension there. But you'll see the spaces and the gaps, and I'm going to cover that with a mesh net. And normally I get the mesh net from the beauty supply store, which is a mesh cap. But this time I'm going to use, that's it right there, but I'm going to use another net that I got from the fabric store because it's softer and it's more pliable, and you just put it where it's needed and then you install your crochet. She has absolutely beautiful hair, but she has alopecia and she wants to do a high ponytail. I went ahead and trimmed her and washed her and blew her out. Now I'm doing her braid down, but she wanted to have her edges left out, so I went ahead and did that for her. But she wanted that high ponytail, and we did talk about her hair journey, and I had some recommendations for her so that she can continue to keep her hair healthy. Now this is the beginnings of the high ponytails. I'm just adding the hair in, but I didn't add hair in the middle because I didn't want it to be bulky and big, so I left the hair out of the middle, and I'm using Presto Curl by Freetress to finish up this look. And Queens, I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised. She looks absolutely beautiful with this high ponytail. Be blessed. Hi Queens, this client is coming in for a full service, which is a takedown, shampoo, and a reinstall. And she's had this in for way too long, over 8 weeks. I only recommend 4 to 6. And then go ahead and do 2 installations back to back. After that, give your hair a break for 2 to 4 weeks. That's my recommendation. But because she had it in for so long, I'm gonna go ahead and clean her scalp in that area right there because there's a lot of buildup and it's dirty. And I'm gonna use the witch hazel. Normally like sea breeze is better, but I only had the witch hazel. This is what you do. You want to go ahead and scrub that scalp clean before you do your shampoo. And so I went ahead and shampooed her, deep conditioned, and then I put my essential oils on that scalp as well and did her install. Now she needed a unit because she's alopecia, but voila. Hi Queens, I don't suggest box braids with the thick knot for thinning hair or thin hair because it does more damage. And this client, unfortunately, she left it in too long, but she wants to recycle this hair. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Just simply take it out, and then you want to wash the hair and let it air dry overnight, and you can reinstall it. But you know, her hair is really too thin for this, and I can only suggest what I think you guys should bring in hair wise, but you know, she wanted the box braid, so this is what she got, and it was pretty, but you guys need to be careful with the thicker braids. Hi Queens, this is the hair the client wants to get installed. You need about 4 to 5 packs. This is the look, and this is the client. And so you guys see that she needs to get my unit. And you guys make sure you don't braid those edges, leave those edges alone. And I put a mesh net on her along with that beehive cornrow pattern. And then I sewed on the unit that I make, and she looks absolutely fabulous. Queens, when it comes to covering alopecia or thinning, everybody is different, so it doesn't require the same thing. In her case, I am doing a combination of the unit and the mesh net because there's so much hair missing in the crown. And to ensure that she gets a good crochet braid install, we're going to go ahead and do a combo on her, and this way she can pretty much wear whatever curl pattern that she so desires as far as her crochet goes. We want to make sure we get good coverage for her and give her the part to the left or to the right or to the middle, but this is what you want to do. Queens, this client has damaged and thinning hair, so we're not going to braid the top or the bottom. We're just going to braid that middle section, and we're going to put that S-Curl moisturizer there. You guys know this works because we used it back in the 80s for Jerry curls. Same concept. This will hydrate that hair and get that hair to growing. We're not going to braid that top. We're going to put the unit, and this will allow her to use medications or oil or whatever she needs for her scalp. Now, she wanted a big, thick look, so we gave her the water wave, and you can cut and style this hair any way you prefer, and she looks beautiful. Hi Queens, this is one of my alopecia clients, and she's had this in for 5 weeks. It's time for her takedown, but this is a faithful client that comes in for her treatments, and she does her installations as scheduled. Here you see that she has a mesh net. I've just started to take her down, but as you guys can see, I don't braid up every single strand of hair, but as you can see here, her edges have been left out, and we can see growth and progress, which is what she has reported back to me, from being regular, faithful, consistent in her treatments and her crochet braid installs. So she has had a lot of growth, but it takes time and it takes working with your stylist and being consistent. So of course I washed, treated, and shampooed and braided her down so that she can give her hair a break. But instead of using a unit, my unit that I hand make, I'm going to go ahead and do a creative cornrow pattern on her, which is just to simply just braid her all the way straight back because she wants that tapered look. So we're going to braid her straight back all the way around, and this is what this is looking like. So this is the hair that we use. I like this hair because it's a natural hair, a natural curl pattern. This is before I trimmed her, and this is after. She looks absolutely fabulous. This came out to be a really, really natural looking, tapered, semi-tapered crochet braid install. Enjoy. Hi Queens, this beautiful client flew in from California to get her hair done. So this situation, her alopecia is hereditary, and this is the cornrow pattern we did for her. And then I went ahead and put my unit on her, which gives you a part on either side. And then if you want a middle part, I can custom do a middle part for you, but this is what she's putting in, the faux lock burgundy, and it has the strands, so it's a box braid pattern with strands on it. And as you can see, she looks absolutely beautiful, and she was given a deep part, and she loves the look. So thank you, Queen, for flying in. I appreciate it. Hi Queens, this is the hair the client wants to get installed. You need about 4 to 5 packs. This is the look, and this is the client. And so you guys see that she needs to get my unit, and you guys make sure you don't braid those edges, leave those edges alone. And I put a mesh net on her along with that beehive cornrow pattern, and then I sewed on the unit that I make, and she looks absolutely fabulous. Hi Queens, I am just showing you a simple cornrow pattern that we do for this alopecia client. I am not going to show you how I install the hair, but we are doing the beehive pattern in the back, and we're also doing the straight cornrows in the front. And you see this is where we need to cover up the situation. So what I have done, I get this from the fabric store. This mesh net is very stretchable, and I cut it in these strips, and then I go ahead and sew it on where it is needed. So we're gonna put it right here on the top. That's all she needs, because she has the kind of crochet braid that will fill in the other spaces. So there it is sewn on. If you need to put a little bit in that back beehive space, you can, but I did not because of the crochet braid hair I'm using. I hope this helps. Enjoy. Okay Queens, here is another quick tip to anchoring down that mesh net I just showed you. You can just pull that forward, and instead of sewing it down all the way, you can go ahead, if the hair is going to be knotted, you can go ahead and crochet braid that hair in through the mesh net and the cornrow, and go ahead and knot that down, and that will secure the mesh net on the head instead of always sewing it down. You don't have to necessarily always sew it down, but you need to have the knotted method going on.